Hey everybody, it's Jamie Green, the Solar Queen. Happy Thursday, October 1st. It's the 1st of October, and I wish that I could say that the air outside is nice and clean and blue today, but it is not. The glass fire over in Napa Valley is just, it's still burning, and we have terrible air quality today. So hopefully, you know, the firefighters contain it quickly. One, so that there's not so much loss of life or loss of buildings or anything like that. And we just really need to make it through this fire season without as many fires as we're experiencing so far. So I hope everyone's staying safe, and my heart goes out to everybody that's being affected by the wildfires. Yesterday, my kids and I went out for a trip to the park. Parks are opening up, believe it or not. There's some rules, but they're quietly opening up. And so we got to go and play before the air quality just plummeted. So I'm coming on live today to talk to you guys about the federal tax credit. I touched on this in the other live the other day. And if you have any questions when I get into this, please comment. And if anybody, knows somebody who's looking into solar and is unaware of the federal tax credit that you might be able to qualify for, and I say might because I'm not a tax consultant. I don't know everybody's tax situation and financial picture, but definitely share this video out, and thank you in advance. Hey, Damon, what is up? How are you doing down there in, I think you're in New Orleans. I hope you're staying safe with all those hurricanes coming by. So the federal tax credit applies to homeowners across the nation going solar. And so I want to talk a little bit about that because I mentioned this in my live the other day, and someone commented, and a lot of people that I actually talked to say they're not even aware of the tax credit. So when they learn about it, they're pleasantly surprised. And so I wanted to just share some little tips about that. Again, I'm not a tax consultant, so talk to your tax advisor about this. And I'm going to also give a link to, to the IRS publication so you can do research for yourself. So the tax credit is 26%. And believe it or not, the 30% tax credit was around for several years prior to last year. So if you went solar in the last, say 3 years, and you didn't take advantage of that tax credit, you can still go back 3 years time and claim it. You just have to show, that it's an original system, you paid this much money, and get that tax credit so it can help you offset the cost of your system. But the 26% federal tax credit applies to the total cost of your solar system, and it's a dollar for dollar tax credit. So it does not matter how expensive or how little, how inexpensive your solar system costs you, you still qualify for it. So there's not a minimum and there's not a maximum. It can be however much it needs to be. This applies to residential and commercial solar systems. They need to be original, they need to be purchased, they cannot be leased. The leasing companies will tell you you still qualify for the tax credit, but they build it into the cost of the system, or they reduce it from the cost of the system if you lease it. So the tax credit applies. Whoops, I keep hitting my desk. Sorry about that, guys. And I'm trying out a new video camera, so hopefully this is a better viewing experience for all of you watching my live right now. Say hello if you're watching live and if you have any questions. So I want to show you guys some examples of what is going to happen if you are thinking of solar, but wait and hold it off until 2021. So this is an example of a $20,000 solar system. If you go solar in 2020 and your system costs $20,000. I don't know how much your system is going to cost you because I don't know how much energy you use, but this is an example. So if you spend $20,000, your system costs you $20,000. This can include a main panel upgrade. This can include tree trimming. This can include roof repairs. There are ways to include, replacing the roof in with your solar system costs. and also getting 26% federal tax credit for that as well. I won't go into detail in this video, but message me if you want to learn more, if you need a new roof, and that's the reason why you are holding off on getting solar. But if you get a $20,000 system, the tax credit's going to be $5,200. If you waited until January 1st, and when the tax credit goes down to 22%, you're going to get a tax credit of $4,400, which means you're losing out on $800 that you could qualify for to go towards your system if you went solar this year. So that's example number one. Example number two, so say your system costs $40,000 and you got it this year, your tax credit's going to be, what is it? $10,400. Sounds like a lot of money, because it is. It's the government saying thank you for becoming energy independent, clean, renewable energy. Here's a tax credit you can apply towards your system. If you waited until January of next year, it's going to go down to $8,800, just because that 4% difference is huge. So that just means you're going to be spending $1,600 more on a solar system if you wait till next year. So please don't do that, especially if you're thinking about it. We're still in the busy season right now for solar installation, so projects are taking a little bit longer than normal, but there's no reason why you should wait if you're going to get solar, if you know you're going to get solar. So make sure you talk to somebody. Talk to me, talk to somebody. So this is an example for a $60,000 system. The tax credit's $15,600. If you wait till next year, it's going to go down to $13,200, which is a $2,400 difference. So this is serious money that you're leaving on the table if you wait till next year. This is to create urgency and awareness of the tax credit that's available to you. Here is how you know if you could qualify for the tax credit. Obviously, it's going to be based on your tax liability, what you owe to the IRS in the form of taxes. Now, most people are employees, or they have a W-2 and they have taxes withheld from their paycheck. So when they get their paycheck every 2 weeks or however often you get paid, you've already had all your taxes withheld. All your federal taxes, if you have state taxes, those are withheld as well. The federal tax, withholdings, as long as that exceeds the tax credit, you should be able to claim it all in year one. And that means next year, if you go solar this year. So when you go to file your taxes in the spring, and your tax withholdings and your tax bill, your tax liability is more than the tax credit, you should be able to get the tax credit all in year one. If not, you have time to collect it over the years. So that's important to know. And let's see, what else? So you really, really do want to have an idea of what how much your federal taxes are, so that you can see if you're going to qualify for it. Because a lot of the ways that people go solar is they finance it, and a lot of the ways that the lenders, want to get repaid for that is they're anticipating the homeowner is going to take that tax credit and apply it to their solar loan, and then pay it down. And then it's kind of like a mortgage. It gets reamortized one time, and it's fixed. Your solar payments will stay fixed. So that's how you can take the advantage of the tax credit and use it really towards your solar system. And that's the way that you pay less for your solar system. I also want to include that if you get backup batteries for your home, they also are included in the 26% federal tax credit too. So lots of good things that can come out of this when you go solar. So not only are you going to help the planet by creating energy for your home that's renewable, it's clean, it's coming from the sun, thereby reducing how much energy needs to be generated from coal burning, gas. Well, natural gas, a lot of people prefer that for heating their waters and cooking, but everything else solar can take care of. You want to check with your county too, because there's a lot of rebates for switching, when you go solar, switching over your gas appliances to electric. So consider that. Here is the link to the IRS publication about the federal tax credit, and if you want to reach out to me and work with me on getting solar for your home, this is how you reach me. So have a great Thursday night, and we'll see you guys later. Bye.